Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel and to my kitchen. Today is a bulgur porridge day. I'm going to show you how I make a mean bulgur porridge in my kitchen today, Sunday. So if you want to see how I do this one, come on, let's get started.
Here comes a rude boy Jamaican.
Okay guys, let's first talk about our bulgur that we are going to be using. This one is cracked bulgur wheat, and this is all natural bulgur right here. I'm going to use probably about a cup of bulgur to get my porridge started. Okay, so that's the bulgur wheat right. You're also going to need cornstarch. If you want to use flour to thicken up your porridge. 1 cup of coconut milk, fresh coconut milk or the canned coconut milk, make it 1 cup. You're also going to need vanilla, cinnamon sticks, also going to need a can of sweetened condensed milk. Also you're going to need salt, nutmeg and cinnamon powder. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg and a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. And you're going to need a bay leaf. So that is what I'm going to put into this porridge. So come on and let's get started. Okay guys, we are moving on to the very first step. In my pot I have my water boiling. I have about 2 cups of water in that pot. Make sure your water boil up real good before you add your bulgur in. So now I'm going to add 1 cup of bulgur wheat in here, and I'm going to let that boil for about 15 minutes, and then I am going to come back and I'm going to add the other ingredients to this. So I will see you back in 15 minutes. So okay guys, now that my wheat has been boiling for 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and add my bay leaves in, and I'm also going to add my cinnamon stick, and I'm going to give that another 5 minutes, and then I'll come back and move on to the next step. Okay guys, I'm moving on to the very next step. Here I have my measuring cup here, and I'm going to add my coconut cream in. Then you want to add your cornstarch, and I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of cornstarch in there. Then you just want to mix this together, and make sure when you mix this thing you won't have no lumps or anything inside of it. So we will move on to the next step. Okay guys, we're moving on to the next step. Now my bulgur is ready. Remember, you started off with 2 cups of water, so that water is going to be pretty much boiled down thus far. You want to go ahead and you could either add milk to this, or you could add more water to this. I'm going to add water to mine. Now I'm going to go ahead and add another cup of water to that. Now the trick to this porridge, that you don't have lumps in it, while you're pouring in your mixture, you go ahead and stir constantly, so that way you don't have any lumps. Make sure at this point your fire is turned down between low to medium heat. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my vanilla. 1 tablespoon of vanilla. My salt, cinnamon powder and nutmeg goes in next. And you just want to continue to stir. Now if your porridge becomes too thick, if you don't want it this thick, you go ahead and you could either add a little bit more water, or you could add milk to it. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more milk to mine, and just keep stirring. Okay guys, I'm going to give this another 15 minutes, and I'm going to let this boil. 10 to 15 minutes, that's all you need. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to shut the fire off, and then we're going to get ready to sweeten this thing and put it on a plate and eat. So I will see you back 10 to 15 minutes. So okay guys, as you can see, my porridge is boiling nicely, just the way I want it. It has been between 10 to 15 minutes. Now, like I said before, I used 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Depends on how thick or how thin you want your porridge to be, but that my right is perfectly fine. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to shut that fire off, and now we're going to sweeten this thing, and I'm using my sweetened condensed milk. Now you should know how sweet you want your porridge to be. I'm just going to use just enough to taste it up. Make sure your fire is shut off when you sweeten your porridge. And that's about it. That's how simple it is to make bulgur porridge. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on a plate, and I'm gonna let you guys see what that looks like. So I will see you back. And that right there, guys, is your bulgur porridge in my kitchen. Another great and healthy, delicious porridge for you in your kitchen. Okay, hope you like this one, guys. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you like to see me cooking next in my kitchen. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, a time for eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.